All right, what's up? It's an awesome day here in southeastern PA, March 30th. It's about mid 60s. Figured I'd hop out and do a quick video update. 5 weeks post op, subscapularis, rotator cuff surgery. I'll be 5 weeks tomorrow. Still in the sling, so I'll have this on for another week. I go for my 6 week post op visit next Friday, and hopefully by then my ortho will tell me that I can ditch the sling, which would be great. Tired of wearing it, but definitely a safety precaution. I pretty much wear it whenever I'm up and about and when I sleep. I'm working full time, so I don't wear it for the most part during the weekday when I'm working, because I do have to type at my desk all day for the most part, and I put the keyboard down below me and it just gets in the way if I have to type with this on. So in any event, if I'm sitting around watching TV, working, doing something where else I'm just chilling out, I take the sling off and I put it back on when I go outside. I've been walking the dog pretty much every day, every morning, for about 4 or 5 miles, about an hour and a half. And I wear the sling out every morning. I wear it when I go out doing yard work, just walking around, doing what I can with one arm. So again, just trying to keep it immobilized still for the most part, and not have it bump into anything or anybody bump into it. Certainly nothing or if I happen to trip and fall for whatever reason, and not reacting to put my arm out and damaging the repair, obviously is something that we want to avoid. So that's the sling. Pain wise, no pain. I get a little bit of elbow pain just from it being bent all the time when I am in the sling. So taking it off and doing some elbow flexion movements really does help alleviate that and relieve it. Every once in a while, I guess it'll ache a little bit, especially at night, but not a big deal. I just kind of ignore it, have some wine, and move on. But it's been pretty good. I started physical therapy a couple of weeks ago. I'm going twice a week. I have a PT that I like and I've been seeing for a long time, named Sue, and she's a CrossFitter, so she kind of knows what I'm trying to get back to and what the range of motion is that I want to have and the mobility. So while she hasn't been working me too hard yet because I don't have that clearance, she will be at some point, as far as strengthening and putting my arm into different flexibility positions and mobility positions and things like that, just to try and get it back to where it was. So right now she's doing passive range of motion exercises with me, which are really just me laying down and then she moves my arm around in different planes without me assisting or resisting, just to get the motion going in the joint and get that muscle moving around, get some blood flow in there, which is what I'm permitted to do right now. And sorry about that chainsaw, if you can hear that. Our neighbors had a tree come down yesterday, so they're down there slicing that all up. What else? Oh, PT. I start active range of motion, which is where I can move my arm on my own, my shoulder, in another 2 weeks. So that'll really help, hopefully get a little bit of strength back, get that movement back, get some confidence in using it again, and get rid of some of the atrophy going on around here. So the other thing she does is called blood flow restriction, which is where you take a cuff, kind of like a little tourniquet, and she puts it around my arm and then it pumps it up, and it cuts off the blood circulation to my arm. And what it basically does is it puts your muscles into an anaerobic state, so that you don't have to do as much work or lift as much weight to get an effect of working, the anaerobic muscle fibers. So for muscle growth and muscle strength, that can help, alleviate some of the atrophy that happens naturally from not using your arm. So I've been able to do some light dumbbell bicep curls and then flexing my tricep when I come down. I've been able to use some resistance bands in my garage that I hang over my pull-up bar, and I just do tricep press downs. I can do them with my surgical arm as well. As long as I don't move this shoulder, I can actually do light dumbbell curls and I can do tricep extensions. So that's been good. I think that'll really help not have too much atrophy in my arm, for when I do and for when I am able to return to exercising. So that's been good. Speaking of exercise, I've been doing a lot of one-armed workouts. So rowing, I have a handle on my rower I can use. that gets really exhausting with one arm, the Concept 2 rower. Kettlebell swings, thrusters, dumbbell clean and jerks, dumbbells, kettlebell snatches, dumbbell rows. You know, it's basically all one-sided, but at least it's something. Wall push-ups have been pretty good. And what else? Oh, a lot of core work. So Superman, sit-ups, hollow body rocks, anything to just keep my body moving and burn some calories and stay in somewhat shape so that it's not such an uphill climb when I am eventually to return to, you know, full-blown workouts in a couple of months, hopefully. So, and again, for me mentally, that's been great. So being able to go out into the garage, use a heavy kettlebell for some swings, it's been great. You know, I'm really grateful that I'm able to do that with at least one arm, and I'm pretty sure you do get some cross education and some cross training, even though you're using only one side. So hopefully, like I said a minute ago, it won't be that big of a deal and that much of a challenge to get back to where both sides are pretty equal. Your muscle memory should kick in, and hopefully that'll be the case for me. Also, I walk the dog. The other thing I'm able to do, obviously, with one arm is to use my legs a lot. So lots of squatting, lots of calf raises, and lots of walking my dog. So I walk our dog. She's around here somewhere. She is. Come here, Oak. Come up here. So walking the dog. Come on, up. Oh, she always wants to come up. So walking her every morning about 4 or 5 miles has been great. So I'm out early for about an hour and a half before I start work. And she appreciates that too, because then she can chill out, you know, most of the day until my wife takes her when she gets home from school, from work, later in the afternoon. So mentally, again, that's really helped me. It's been great. And I advise anybody that has to go through this to do the same. Just try and stay active, keep your blood flowing, get up off your butt, and it'll really help you out. So go for my 6-week follow-up next Friday, and hopefully that's when I can ditch the sling. Looking forward to that. It should be, you know, the repair should be fully healed by then. At least that's what I'm hoping. I feel it a little bit still, where I can feel the tightness and I can feel where it was repaired. That's gotten better as the weeks have gone on. So like I said, I'm in my 5th week now. That'll be tomorrow. Exactly 5 weeks. And I think it's feeling pretty good. I'm happy with it. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And if I stick with the PT, hopefully I'm back sooner than I think. Oh, one last thing. So something we do for rehab that's been really helpful is she has me on pulleys. So it's a pulley system with a rope that you put over a doorway or over a pull-up bar or wherever, and it sits up above your head, and then you use your good arm, you hold on to the one handle with your bad arm, your surgical arm, and then you hold on to the other handle with the opposite arm, and you just pull this arm so that you're not actively lifting it yourself, just holding on with your grip. This arm is pulling that arm up, and that's another passive range of motion exercise that she has me doing, which has been great. So when I'm on the pulleys, I can get my arm pretty much up to the side of my head to where it starts to get really tight and give me some pain. You know, obviously you want to get your arm where you can get your bicep back up to your ear for all your overhead movements and all those kinds of things, but I'm probably about right here with my bad arm. So that's not bad. I mean, a lot of times you start out here and a lot of people can't get, you know, up to here for a long time. So I guess it has a lot to do with only having the one muscle repaired, you know, instead of 2 or 3 or sometimes 4, and not having the biceps done either. So happy about that. I'll keep on that, and that's it for now. So again, great day to go finish some work and head over to PT in about an hour. So take care. Have a good one. See ya.